Recording. We're recording now. So Morning Meltdown 100 is our new program that is launching for VIP early access. So it will not be on Beachbody On Demand until October. So this is something that Beachbody does that helps you kind of like run your own test groups, which is good because not all coaches are picked for test groups. And you don't, just because you're not a coach that's picked for a test group does not mean you cannot be successful with a launch. So a launch can really make or break your business. And as a coach, I have done every program when it launches. Because you just never know who's following you. Like Country Heat, I didn't do from start to finish, but I did a few weeks of it in conjunction with my other workouts because I'm like, I had hit Success Club like 18 that month without really even working, to be honest. I wasn't full-time yet, but I had so many people, especially where I live in Long Valley and more of the country, who were like, oh my God, I love country music. Like I want to do that workout. So you just never know who's going to be following you. And I want you guys to really follow my posts this month because I'm working with somebody who's helping me write my posts for the launch of MM100. So feel free to use my posts and edit them in your own way. Really think about like, okay, it's summertime. People are busy. Kids are out of school. Maybe you're a teacher who like you have time right now, but you want to set yourself up for success for when you go back to teaching. There's barbecues, there's parties, there's weddings, there's vacations. There's so much that a lot of people wait to the fall to start a fitness program because they're like, oh, just summer's too busy. I just don't have the time. But this is a great time for people to start because when fall comes around, it's the holidays, it's back to school, and people are getting busy with that. And then they just totally fall off track with, Halloween and Christmas and Thanksgiving and all of that kind of stuff. So think about what your excuses were before you started a fitness program, or what maybe excuses you made when it was summertime. I know that for me, it was like, I wanted to be fit for summer, and then summer would come around and be like, I'll just wait till next summer. Like it's never too late to start. So with Morning Meltdown 100, the workouts do not have to be done in the morning. But it is really great for people who want to start a morning routine because I can tell you, I like to sleep. I like to sleep in. But when you wake up at 5 a.m., 4 a.m., whatever, for 80-day obsession, I woke up at 4 a.m. I had my pre-workout meal, whether it was my Shakeology or egg spinach, something really easy, overnight oats, and I got my workout done. I felt my business, like success shot up. I felt like I was ready to just like run the day, work, everything was just easier. So talk about that stuff, lead by example. We will be doing Zoom calls again at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So whether you're hopping on at 5 a.m. or you're hopping on at 5:30 or 5:45 or 6 o'clock, the link will be open all day. So whoever, even if you're on there by yourself, like whatever, we have the open virtual gym community. And that's something you guys can use to talk about as we go through our Morning Meltdown 100 test group. So you can be talking about, I have my virtual gym, like this is a perk that you get when you join us. You can hop on here and no matter whether you're in the UK or Canada or the US and work out with us. So it does not have to be in the morning, but it's a great way to start to promote like a morning routine to get people on a morning routine and help them with their struggles. For me, I know if I don't get my workout in, I'm not a nice person. I'm an angry person. So I love getting it done first thing in the morning. So what I've been talking about is really addressing people's excuses. I don't have the time. The workouts are only 20 to 30 minutes, right? You can double up on them. So even if you miss a day, like they're meant to be done 100 workouts for 100 days, one workout a day. If you miss a workout, it's fine. You just take a rest day if you need to, head into the next day. Double up if you want, because they are that short that a lot of the coaches in the test group, they didn't all finish together. Some had to take rest days, some had to double up, some got sick. A lot of women actually got pregnant, still did the program, but had to take it easier. So talk to your audience. Like who are the people that you are attracting? Like I said, teachers, moms, people who travel, right? I know Sarah travels for work a lot. Think about that. So if you look at my posts, today's a Transformation Tuesday. So I posted on my Facebook. I didn't post it on my Instagram. I'm using one of the Morning Meltdown 100, Natasha, her results. And I'm just making a simple post, simple to the point, easy post on that. I'll share that when I make it. I'm doing kind of my like inspiration morning meltdown jabs in the morning. And then at night, I'm doing a coaching opportunity post for coaches who are going to Summit. It is going to be easy for you to talk about the coaching opportunity because we're going to be in Summit. So everything's going to be like, ooh, party coaches. Yeah. Like all that stuff. So it's very easy to talk about coaching when you're in Summit. If you don't know what Summit is, because we do have some new coaches on here, Summit is our annual event that we have every year. I went to Nashville when it was in Nashville. It was in New Orleans. It was in Indy last year, which was awesome. And it's in Indy again this year. And then at Summit this year, we will find out the dates and where it is going to be next year. Some say Minneapolis. So we'll see. I definitely recommend going to this event, whether you are a hobby coach or a working coach. This event helped me realize like the possibilities with this business, along with helping Logan realize it, and just get to listen to all these amazing stories and training. And just when you're put in a room with 40,000 people who are just so like high energy and have the passion you do, you just have to experience it for yourself. So the tickets will be available, I think, when they announce it during closing ceremony, Sunday. They may announce it earlier. You never know. They do all these weird things. But I'm still going to be talking about coaching, even though I'm talking about Morning Meltdown 100, because yes, you are here to help people along their health and fitness journey, but you are also here to build a business and build a team. And the way you're going to build an income is by building a team. A stable income is mostly by building your team. Obviously, you're still here to help people. So what I've been doing, you can check out my Instagram, is just doing jabs about Morning Meltdown 100, about the 20, 30-minute workouts, 100 workouts. You can do them from anywhere. They're different workout every single day because people get freaking bored. And the sample workout, don't judge the program off of that workout. They had to make it kind of basic and simple because people were trying it who maybe never worked out before or really knew how to work Beachbody on Demand. And it's a lot to incorporate into one workout. Like she had to take a whole 100-day program, which is a different workout every day, and incorporate it into one stinking sample workout. So I tell people, like, don't judge the entire program off of the one sample workout because it's going to be different. There's going to be weights. There's going to be days where there's no weights. There's going to be crazy new moves. There's 2 modifiers. There are going to be MMA moves in there. Like it's going to be totally different. We do have the info group. It's called Countdown to Meltdown. You can add people to it, welcome them in the welcome post, and then you can tell them they can look through the units. Might say learning. Some of our Facebook groups say units, some say learning, but it has all the information in there. My coach created that group. All the info's in there. You can send them the Beachbody blog post for the info. And what I'm doing is I'm telling people, here's a sample workout, or here's the information. Please fill out the form so I know you're interested. If you want a spot in my exclusive Morning Meltdown Fit Bod Squad group, because you want to make it exclusive. You want to create that fear of missing out. You want people to want a spot in the group because you want to create that fear of missing out. FOMO is huge with this group. So that is kind of number 1. So you may have any questions about Morning Meltdown? I'm sweating in here.
I was just talking to a girl that I know, and I'm really surprised that she messaged me because I had it's just like a friend of a friend, and she like whatever. So she messaged me. I just did a haul that I just got. Like I just got all my Morning Meltdown stuff, 3-day refresh, like all of that. And she messaged me and she said that she has a coach and she had asked her coach, who she hasn't talked to, like she hasn't done Beachbody in a couple of years. Mm-hmm. And her coach was like, you can't do it unless you want to be a discount coach until October. No. And I was like, no, that's not true. And I clarified that. And then she's like, well, she also said that once you sign up for the program, it gets taken, like the phases get taken away. That's not true either. I've never heard that.
No, what happens is, so when you sign up, I forget how Kaylee said, when you sign up as a coach for Morning Meltdown, phase 1 is going to reappear on the 29th or something like that. Once you buy the program, it's yours. After it starts on the 29th, it's going to be uploaded in there into
because I was saying, like, I was like, I know it's in phases. So like, I'm a coach and I have it. So I said, it's just phase 1 that I have access to right now. But I said, they're not going to take away a workout.
No, right now the access for people who sign up as coaches is from the 1st to the 15th. And then on the
Yeah.
16th, customers can
Okay.
purchase it.
I told her I would ask because I was like, I don't think she knows what she's talking about.
No, I don't know why she doesn't switch to you as her coach.
Well, I had said that, and I said, I'm not one to like take people away. I said, it's a phone call away, you know, then you'd have access to like X, Y, and Z. Like I explained it all. She said that she like wasn't a big fan of Shakeology, but she was interested in trying the Recover because it has more protein. Like that's
Well,
what she's looking for.
Shakeology is not a protein shake for everybody.
Exactly. She's looking for like that protein. I don't know. So
yeah, so I would just have a conversation with her about it, because if her coach, I mean, I've had many coaches who switched to me because they wanted to, because their coaches were not helping them.
yeah, like she's been a discount coach. She's like, you know, it's not for me. Like I didn't know what I was doing. So I was just happy that she messaged me. So I didn't like push it, but I said, you know, we have a Google Classroom. Like if you're ever interested in trying, it's a free training. Like it's not whatever. So anyway, but I said that I would ask because that coach clearly has no idea what she's talking about.
No, it's really weird.
All right.
But that just reminded me, because this is something else I recommend doing. When you get your morning meltdown package, do a live video unboxing it. Do it on Instagram, save it before you post it, and then you can upload it to Facebook. This is something I'm going to be doing. Even though I just got the accessory bundles, because I'm already on Shakeology, I'm already on the pre and post workout, I got my beach bars, I have my Focus Energy Boost, I can still have all that stuff and show people the options that you get with it. So I highly recommend doing an unboxing when you get your package, and then talk about it. Be like, you know, we have whatever the date is, be like, we have an exclusive group going now, we're preparing to melt. That's like the whole thing, prepare to melt down. We have a prep calendar right now. You can unlock it on the 16th, and then we officially kick off on the 29th. So we'll all be starting on the 29th together. Let me see, I had notes from last night's call. So morning meltdown, guys, if you don't know what it is after this call and after going and reading about it on the blog post or watching a video, then I don't know how to help you. But it's our new program. And like I said, it's really important as a coach who wants to build your business to, when a new program launches, you got to talk about it. So last night's call, Dara talked about goal setting. And this is something that I want to always revisit with you guys. Goal setting is huge. So if you do not have a goal for your business, your family, like all those kinds of things, your income, you need to start making them. So number 1, Success Club goal. Like I have a goal of, okay, I'm going to help at least 3 new people sign up by this date. I'm going to help 20 people this month with a challenge pack. I'm going to help 20 coaches sign up this month and join my team. Have a goal and work towards a goal. Like she talked about hitting Emerald. Hitting Emerald's your first rank advancement. It's 2 people who sign up as a coach under you with a challenge pack or a home direct order. So the Recover, Shakeology, Beach Bars, as long as it's over 50 PV. It's 2 people. Get 1 person this week, get another person next week. If you are not making the connections though, like if you are not constantly talking to people or reaching out to new people, you're going to have a problem with building the business, because this is a people business. So it doesn't matter if you I don't like doing 200 people in one day, because that's just too much. I like talking to 20 new people a day, sending out 20 new messages a day, whether it's a coaching invite or a challenge group invite, 20 a day. And I know this seems like a lot, but go for no. Like go for no, because out of 200 people, say for the month, maybe 3 people commit. That's what you're going to have to do to build your business, because this is a people business. So if you are not connecting with people through your Instagram stories, through live videos, through messaging people who like your post, comment on your post. So especially if you are a new coach, you have a whole like war market right now. If somebody comments on your post or likes it, I just send them a message and I just say like, hey, Kate, thank you so much for liking my post. I really appreciate the love and support. You can just send them a message. Like it's some, like my new friend, she just got a dog. So I sent her a message saying like, oh my God, I love your puppy. You know, what kind of dog is it? Because I couldn't really tell what kind of dog it was, and just connecting with them on a level. Most of my messages do ask, especially if people are following me in my stories, you know, I say, thank you so much for liking my post or watching my stories. I appreciate the support. I really hope you find them to be fun and entertaining, full of opportunity. Are you into health and fitness too? And then whatever they come back with, if it's like, yeah, I am, or no, I'm not. And I always ask something like, would you ever be interested in trying out a free sample workout? Especially because we have that free sample workout right now. So it's kind of easy to just come back and be like, you know, are you interested in trying a free sample workout? Like just connecting with them and talking to them about what they come back and talk to you about. Connect with them and relate to them. But if you're not starting those initial conversations, you're gonna have a hard time hitting Success Club, helping people with Beachbody on Demand, and building a business. So make sure you are setting a goal for how many people you want to follow a day, add on Facebook, message, what you want to post about every day. I made my entire week of what I'm posting about, so I already know there's no guesswork. I'm not sitting there going, what the hell am I going to post today? And then your rank advancement goals, you know, your income goals, like write all that down and tell me what they are. Like message me, let them know what they are so I can help hold you accountable. You guys know my goal this year is to be an elite coach. So what that means is having 5 personally sponsored diamond coaches in my organization. Personally sponsored means like if you signed up directly under me. So in order for us to get to that goal as a team, we need to be on the same page. So that's why, you know, we got to schedule one-on-one calls so I can help meet you where you're at with your goal. And then, you know, making sure you are like planning your content, especially if you know you're busy, write out your posts take an hour a day and just write out your posts for the week so you have them. Like there is ways for you to not get so overwhelmed with things if you guys are planning ahead and really being open and honest about like, all right, this is what I'm not doing. This is what I need to be doing. Because for me, for a long time, I wasn't talking about the coaching opportunity. That's why my business was not growing, because I wasn't bringing coaches into the organization. So that's really, really important.
I want to jump in really quick, if you don't mind. One, the Rise Up Planner. So I know some of you are new. Someone brought it up the other day.
Mine.
I've got mine. Super important, goes through all the things, really self-explanatory. If you guys have questions, like ask any of us. Several of us use it. I also just posted, I think I found it in Anchored by Fitness files. I just posted on our chat. Yeah. This is really helpful. Just go open it on the chat. It's the social media. It lays out for a week. So what I've been doing, I post every day, but I need to write shit down. Like that's just who I am. So it'll take you less than an hour to actually like just jot down what you want to post. So like while Jenna was talking, I just said like tomorrow I'm not going to Summit, unfortunately. I'm going away 2 separate trips in August and I nanny. So it just wasn't in the plans for me this summer, but I'm going to be talking about the coaching opportunity, what I'm missing. Like I have FOMO, what I'm missing and my opportunities for next year. And, you know, the opportunities that are given to us, whether we take them or not as a coach. So that's going to be my post tomorrow and things like that. So I would definitely download that, print out a couple copies and just use that because it's really easy.
Yeah, and it is, when I was a coach and I was working towards earning my first Success Club trip, so you can earn free trips every year by helping at least 3 new people every month. By hitting Success Club, you earn a free trip. And all you got to pay for is your airfare. But honestly, for people who like couldn't afford a vacation, like it was amazing for us. The cruise, when they announced the cruise in January of 2014, it's right when my mom was diagnosed with cancer, I was like, I'm going on that trip. And I talked about it. And because I talked about it and I put it out there, I damn well made sure I hit Success Club every month, because guess what? I wanted to go on that trip and I didn't want people to be like, why did you go on the trip? So like, I made sure I hit my goals. And by doing that, it's helped me build my business every year. But yeah, if you're not going to Summit, that's okay. Talk about it and talk about how you will be there next year, how you will be bringing a team, how, you know, what your why is for wanting to help other women build businesses. Like, it's really about talking about your why constantly and what your vision and your image and your dreams are, because so many other people have them, but they're just too afraid to talk about them, or they don't really think it's ever possible. But with this business, it is possible, because I've seen hundreds of thousands of coaches in this organization come out of very bad situations, debt, suicide attempts. Like this business has changed lives, and sometimes we take it for granted. So really, like, just dig deep. Make sure you're doing your personal development, whatever it is. Like Dara talked about last night, like you can read Grow Wash Your Face and all those books. They're great books. But if you're struggling with leadership skills, if you're struggling with motivation, if you're struggling with like income and money, like read books that pertain to what your struggles are, because that's really important. To make sure you're working on the things that you're really struggling with. Like for me, it was leadership for a really long time. And she also talked about, getting on team calls. Like there's times where I knew that I was playing softball and it's something that I had to do for me, but I didn't just say, okay, well, I'm playing softball, no team calls. Like Kate and Amanda stepped up and they started doing team calls. I'm like, all right, who wants to hop on a call right now? Look how many people we have on here. If you're just, like she said, sitting down watching Netflix, like, I don't feel like getting on a call, then where are your priorities at? Then you really aren't serious about growing a business. If, you just decide that, like I used to do this, I would just be like, I'm just going to pretend like I didn't see the message and not get on a call. Guess what? My business didn't go anywhere. It wasn't until I stepped up and was like, I got to get on team calls. I needed to start getting on Melanie, who has our dream team calls Monday nights, and my personal sponsor team coach calls. Like I made those a priority. And once I started doing them, guess what? Look how many coaches I have on my team call right now. Your business will grow. You've got to implement in what you're learning in the Google Classroom, if you're doing that, any trainings you're in, team calls, and your business activity tracker. If you do not have your business activity tracker, then there's a problem. Whether like this is my business activity tracker because a coach created this and put the business activity tracker in this planner, but you can also print it out in the team page. You can also laminate it and then just like use it as a dry erase. But like I said, connecting with people. This is a people business. Your business is not going to grow if you do not want to talk to people. And there's days where I'm like, I'm not in the best mood. I probably shouldn't talk to people. And that's okay. But guess what? I make sure I double up my messages the next day. I make sure I'm at least following people and commenting on people's stuff. Because there's sometimes you're just not in the right headspace, and that's okay. Maybe go read personal development and then go back to your messages, because I've been there. But this is a people business. So if you are not making the connections, if you're not sending out new messages, thanking people for following you, end your messages to people with a question. Like, give them something to respond to. They don't tell you how many times I've messaged somebody and they're like, oh my God, like, it's too funny. I've been like totally spying on you for like all these times. I've just been too afraid to reach out. You never know. You're going to get people who don't answer. You're going to get people who don't respond right away, but people are watching you. That's why I love doing Instagram stories, because I have tons of people who follow me who it over time has grown because I've been consistent with it. And I have people right there who've already invited themselves into my life. So guess what? They know I work out. They know I do some kind of health and fitness business. They know I'm a coach because I talk about it. Like, they know I'm married because I add my brand into my stories. They know I'm a fur mom. So they've already, like, they know me, I'm sure there's people you follow on Instagram who you kind of feel like you know, because you're constantly watching their stuff. And like Dara also said last night, make sure you are adding in your brand to your page and your stories. So like for me, I'm a wife, I'm a fur mom, I'm going to be moving. So that's something I'm going to be talking about a lot to the Outer Banks. I play softball. Make sure you're adding those things into your brand so you have something in common with people besides just health and fitness, because there's a lot of people who may follow you who've never worked out before but really need that. Like, they can relate to you on the fact that you have a golden retriever. Something simple as that. So Morning Meltdown 100, huge launch right now. It is available for coaches. So if you have somebody who wants to sign up as a coach or a discount coach, they can sign up right now with the Challenge Pack or Completion Pack. If not, they have to wait until the 16th to purchase, and then they can start the prep calendar. And then on the 29th, guess what? We can all talk about how we are all going to commit to this. Also, when you get your stuff in the mail, like I said, do a live video, talk about it. And I want everybody to sign their commitment letter and take a picture with it. And then we could do like a really big team Fit Bod Squad collage of it to show how many people committed to Morning Meltdown 100, which would be really cool. We did that with Transform 22. So make sure you do that and send it to me and put it in the chat. Make sure I see it so I can save it to my phone. So I'm not like messaging 500 people asking them if they can take a picture of their I commitment letter. But like I said, talk about who this program would be good for. You know, people who need a morning routine, people who need 20 or 30 minute workouts, people who are busy, people who think they can't have results during the summer because they are busy. Really think about who that ideal person is for this program and speak to them through your posts, through your videos, through your lives, because that's what's going to help attract. Same thing with coaching, you know, speak your vision, speak what your goals are, and then attract those people to your business, because you will attract your people if you speak the truth of who you are. There's so many coaches who they try to be like other coaches because they think that's what's going to make them successful, and they're not themselves. And then they're like, well, I don't know why I'm not succeeding. You know, I'm doing this, this, and this, but they're not being authentic. So just make sure you're being authentic to your brand. My throat hurts for some reason. I think allergies. Are there any questions about anything, or do you have anything, Kate? I know you were on the call last night. Like, anything stick out to you that you wanted to like reiterate?
Showing up, and I'm trying to think. I wrote it down. I think. What?
She had a lot of good points. Like
she did.
God,
and I didn't write it down.
And she was a nurse planning a wedding. She still is planning a wedding now. She's retired because she's a full-time coach. Like, she worked crazy hours, but like pockets of time.
Yeah, it was more like showing up, but like your team and your followers are going to be what you make it. So how you show up every day is how your team's going to show up. And it's how, like, not only you're personally sponsored, but it's what you're giving to us really too in return. So, you know, I'm guilty of it too. Like, I get in my ruts, like we all do, but just, you know, this is why, like, I printed out this, because I knew, like, yes, I was posting, but I wasn't being organized about it. And I was just kind of like throwing shit up on Instagram because I was like, oh, I didn't post today. Like, so, you know, it's really just kind of like your level of commitment is the level of commitment that your followers are going to have to you. Yeah. And that's, you know, really what I got out of it.
Post with a purpose. Like, don't just post to just throw something.
And just show up, like, show the fuck up. And that's just what, like, I mean, really, we curse on this team, by the way, for all you newbies. It's just something that, like, really spoke to me. All the calls are recorded. I would definitely, like, you should watch all of them, but you need to watch this one because this, it was.
Get organized too. You know, if you need to get on a call with me, message me, text me so we can schedule a call. I have a game tomorrow night, and I am leaving Thursday at like 4 a.m. Summit is crazy. There's no way I'll be able to do a call until I get back.
Like, and like when people aren't around, like, obviously you're going to go to your upline, but like there are so many people in this community, in this group, that are available. Like, if you need a call or you have a question, like, post on Anchored by Fitness, like the group chat, and just say, like, I have a quick question, who's available for a call? Like, I'm, you know, any one of us, like, would be happy to help. So,
but like you also said, like, people who you bring into this organization and team are going to do what you do. And like, when my mom was sick, I obviously wasn't showing up as much as I am now because I was her caregiver, but it didn't mean I didn't show up at all. And people knew my situation. So they knew, like, my upline was like, you know, come to me in the meantime because of that. So it wasn't just like I wasn't showing up and just like, oh, bye, figure it out for yourselves. Like Kate said, we are a team, we are here for each other. But like, if you want to be a diamond coach, then you need to be showing your emeralds or coaches who want to work in your business, like, hey, let's get on a call. This is how you get to emerald. 2 people, like, you can do this. Speak belief into them. Walk them through it. It's really, like Dara said yesterday, it's easy. It's 3 people a month. Like, don't make it hard. Don't make it hard. Don't make excuses for yourself. Like, oh, like I could be like, what, I'm moving and we're trying to sell our house and there's just so much going on right now. Like, I just don't have the time, but it's all bullshit because when you're taking a crap on the toilet, you can message 5 people. Like, it's been done. I know it for a fact. So there is time, but show up. If you're not getting on calls, why are people who you're bringing in going to get on calls? If you are not posting, why are coaches that you want to build to Emerald or Diamond going to be posting? If you're not messaging people, if you're not sharing what you're doing, I made that post in Anchor by Fitness, drop your post every day in there so I can see who's posting. And then I know who's not. And everybody should be at least posting once a day, whether it's about coaching or your brand or the challenge group opportunity. And I want everybody to know Fit Bod Squad, like that is our team challenge group. It's our brand. So you are free to use Fit Bod Squad as your, like join my Fit Bod Squad. Right now I'm just like saying join my Prepare to Melt Fit Bod Squad, and then like it'll be my Morning Meltdown Fit Bod Squad edition, whatever. But you are all welcome to use that as your challenge group name. And we do run that all together, which is pretty awesome because it kind of runs itself and you get to see just people constantly sharing in there. They're doing the workouts. And if you are a coach and you're not posting in there, you need to start, because why are your challengers going to do their workouts if they don't see their own coach posting in the challenge group? You know what I mean? So make sure you're showing up in there, leading by example as a coach for your challengers too, and your coaches. Because I've seen a lot
on people's.
Yeah, and definitely like show when you can, like set your timer for like 5 minutes and go in there and just comment on people's posts, show them love. Liking it's great, but throw some comments up there, like great job, like really heartful comments, read their posts. Maybe you can help them. I remember when I joined and I was in a challenge group with like 5 people, and just hearing somebody say like, oh my God, you look great, or just, motivating me and helping me, like that's what made me want to become a coach, was because I knew that, okay, I can be held accountable if I'm having people comment on my stuff and hold me accountable as well. I was not somebody to post on social media, especially about my damn weight, but that's the whole reason why I became a coach, because it held me accountable. So that's why I say in your business, talk about going to Summit next year, talk about the coaching opportunity, talk about, going to your Success Club trip, like talk about those things, because it's going to hold you accountable if you're putting it out there and you're making it real. So like it kind of wasn't real to me that we're moving and selling our house until I like really like came out and started talking to people about it. Now I'm like, holy crap, we're moving to North Carolina. Leaving Jersey, so sad.
So jealous.
I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I want to come on here and like talk to you guys about how I'm feeling. I need to talk to you guys about business first. I'm like shitting myself. It's just gonna be so different. Like I was born and raised in New Jersey. It's gonna be hard. Like one of my best friends lives there. Her family's there. She's going through a really hard time right now. She's actually my upline coach, but she's not doing well. And it's hard to be around somebody who's depressed when you're going through like a really exciting time. So I'm kind of just nervous about like buying a house and not being able to be like, hey, like come over and have a drink, because she doesn't really freaking drink. So I'm going to just be sitting there like with Logan when he's not at work, just like drinking by myself. I'm going to go to the bar. For everybody who's going to come and visit, because Kate does live down there. So I'm like, we should do a team retreat for like Diamond retreat and have everybody come down and stay with us. There's like a bar like right down the road. It has like a tiki hut up top and like they do music out. I'm like, oh, that's where I'm going to be.
Oh my God.
Let's just hope that there's no hurricanes and I don't die. Because that would really suck.
Well, you're not like on the beach, so
Outer Banks is an island though.
Yeah.
But the house we're looking at is like not in a flood zone, and it's across from the highway, across from the beach. So
there's some room for all those waves to go before you.
There's room. Guys, if you go to the Jersey Shore or you're going to the beach, be careful. The sharks are crazy this year. And Florida is having like tropical water issues because my mother-in-law's down there and my brother-in-law got stung by this like butterfly jellyfish that like embedded himself in his leg. So there's like a lot of weird stuff going on in the water. there was like a really giant great white shark off the coast in New Jersey. Just be careful. I don't go in the ocean.
No.
So I'll be fine. I love the beach. I hate sand. I don't go in the ocean. How weird is it? But thank you guys for getting on. I did record this, so